Okay, so I launched that at full throttle with a moderate chuck. I'm gonna back off the throttle here a little bit. Back off the throttle, and if you're easy on the aileron control or yaw control, really, you can make some pretty slow, pretty flat turns with it. Okay, so if you watch this, look how flat it is, and you're still getting a pretty good turn radius on it. And I need to put a little trim in there to the right. It doesn't seem to remember my trim, so every time that I put it in the air, I have had to add a little right trim. It looks like I need a little bit more. That's better. Okay, so if I'm easy on the aileron control and easy on the throttle, I can make some pretty slow flight, pretty flat turns with it, which is what I like to do. Okay, so here we go to the right. I'm not even increasing throttle at this point. I'm just giving it a little right stick. I'm not even inputting any elevator. I don't know if we got a little wind up there. There. Maybe need a little more right trim. Okay, so now let's try a nice flat turn to the left. And all I'm giving it is some left aileron or left yaw. I haven't even touched the elevator or the throttle yet. Let's see what my trim is here. I think maybe I went too far to the right. Yeah, I think I did. Alright, let's see if that works out better. Yeah, so there's hands off, guys. That's hands off. I don't have a lot of wind out here today, which is nice. Okay, so I'm going to back off the throttle a little bit more. Get your throttle set right and you're easy on the yaw control, you can make some pretty slow flight, pretty flat turns with it. Pretty slick, huh? Okay, now I'm going to get a little more aggressive on my turning here. So when you get a little more aggressive on the turning, you want to apply a little back pressure on the elevator. A little back pressure on the elevator. I put in just a couple more ticks of right of right trim on the yaw. Yeah, I think that's got it right there. A little more aggressive turn, a little more aggressive turn. Okay, let's throttle it up. That's full throttle. Full throttle. Pretty tight turns. I'm having a hard time tracking it. Okay, let's slow it back down again. That's a neat looking profile, isn't it? You can fly it pretty slow. Don't hit the truck. Don't hit the truck. Okay, so I'm kicking in the throttle there in the turns, just to maintain altitude. And that makes for a pretty tight turn radius. Very tight turn radius. Throttle, back pressure on the elevator, yaw control. Pretty tight turns, huh? Not bad for a little 3-channel plane. No, I think a beginner is going to have a lot of fun with it. I'm having a lot of fun with it. I'm not quite a beginner anymore. Now, one thing I noticed about the gyro is because it tries to keep the nose straight, is if you get too slow with it, I want to try that one more time. If you get too slow with it and you've got throttle in, why, you know, it wants to try and straighten it up, so it speeds one of the motors up and slows the other one down. And of course, that's not real good for landing. And part of it is because it gets bounced around on this rough terrain out here. But let's see what it does if I just glide it in. Alright, that wasn't a great landing either, but with the terrain out here, I don't know if I'm going to get much better. Links to it will be in the show notes. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the air.